We now know which team will get the first home game in the Mountaineers' upcoming home and home series with Alabama in a few years. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with the Country Roads Webcast. Before we get into this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder, if you would. Do us a favor, scroll down, give us that thumbs up, hit that like button. That'll really help this video's performance and help our future videos' performances as well. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Helps us, helps you, helps get more of this Mountaineer football content out to Mountaineer Nation. And as always, one of the best ways to support us here as we continue to try and grow the CRW brand and grow the Country Roads Webcast community throughout Mountaineer Nation is to visit our merch store and get you something with a CRW logo on it there. You can get you a hat, shirt, coffee mug, sticker, print like the one behind me. Anything you want, you can find it there. So check that out. The link to our merch store is in the video description down below. That being said, let's get into it. All right, so we knew that West Virginia had announced a home and home series with the Alabama Crimson Tide beginning in 2026 and going through 2027, but we did not know up until today who would get the first home game in that series, and it turns out that is going to be the West Virginia Mountaineers. That's right, Alabama is going to travel to Morgantown in 2026 to kick off the home and home series against the Crimson Tide. Let's take a look at this article here from our friends over at WV Sports Now. Mike Ostie wrote this one. He always does a great job covering the Mountaineers. Check them out on their website and also check out their channel here on YouTube if you don't already. WV Sports Now. I'll give them a subscribe as well. But let's take a look here. Let me pull this up a little bit better for you guys so you can see it a little more there. West Virginia will be adding a very difficult out of conference series to the schedule starting in 2026. WVU will officially play Alabama in back to back years, with the first matchup taking place right at home in Morgantown. Like I said there, the Crimson Tide included the series with WVU as part of their announcement of upcoming home and home series is over the next decade. So the announcement coming from Alabama's side, actually. This SEC versus Big 12 matchup, assuming the leadership of both programs stays intact, has some obvious connections that will be discussed leading up to the games. Of course, the main one being right here that Mike talks about is Alabama head coach Nick Saban, a man widely recognized as one of, if not the greatest college coach of all time, who is a Fairmont, West Virginia native, served as West Virginia's defensive back coach, for those that didn't know, in 1978 and 1979. And then it says Saban is not only the big name that would be facing a familiar opponent, as Shane Lyons, as we know, came from Alabama as well. As he says, WVU athletic director Shane Lyons was part of the Alabama program as the deputy director of athletics there from 2011 to 2015 before he took over at West Virginia here to now be our athletic director at WVU. And then after the series kicks off at Milan Puskar Stadium, WVU will travel to Tuscaloosa in 2027 to return the favor and play Alabama there. So great news for the Mountaineers. I think it's a great opportunity to get a win in the series against Alabama in the home and home, because you got to think your best opportunity to possibly do that would be at home. So, hey, kick off the home and home with a win if you're West Virginia. Who knows where these two programs will be at now, 4 years down the road. It's hard to project out that far, especially with what's going on. Nick Saban getting up there in age. People are talking retirement for him, but I think that's still a little bit away. I fully expect Nick Saban to be the coach of Alabama when they come into Morgantown in 2026. As far as who's the coach of West Virginia, who knows? That remains to be seen. That's 4 years away. But hopefully West Virginia's in a really good spot and the program's on a rise at that time. And it's an absolute battle with Alabama, because that's a real feather in your cap if you can beat the program that's really dominated college football over the last almost 20 years now. So really excited about that matchup. West Virginia has some great non-conference matchups on future schedules. We saw the Mountaineers in 2021 play Maryland and Virginia Tech. We saw them this year play Pitt and Virginia Tech. They're going to play Pitt and Penn State both over the next couple of years, and then 4 years down the road playing Alabama and also playing Tennessee, not far out from that time frame as well. So exciting non-conference games on the slate for the Mountaineers in future years, and hopefully the Mountaineers can rise to the occasion in that games and put on some good performances, and excited to see those come down the road, and everything that does come down the road for the Mountaineers, we will be here to cover on the Country Roads Webcast. So appreciate you guys tuning into this video and following us here on the channel. one more time before you head out, if you would, give us that thumbs up, hit that like if you haven't already on your way out. That'll help this video's performance and help future videos performances as well. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps us and it helps you because it gets more of this Mountaineer football content out to Mountaineer Nation. That being said, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz. And until next time, let's go Mountaineers.
If you really want to know, then come on, let's go. Take a stroll down those